Hello, people of YouTube. This is a response video to a YouTube video entitled "Are We in a Soul Trap?" by a YouTuber called Armored Skeptic. And basically, what Armored Skeptic talks about in this video is the cycle of reincarnation, and if it's fair, if it makes any sense, is it ethical for this to happen? He doesn't really talk about whether it was ethical, but that's what my goal is in explaining this. So he dives into a lot of very esoteric knowledge about Gnosticism and about the physical world, and even gets into some old declassified CIA documents. And basically, I'm here to spread my opinion on Gnosticism, and what it is it's an ideology meant to expose bad and ungrateful people. And this cycle of reincarnation is a way to trap dishonorable people into entering the gates of heaven and stopping them from ruining our time up there, basically. So, what does Gnosticism preach? After I watched this Armored Skeptic video, I did a lot of research, listened for hours about Gnosticism and what it preaches. So basically, what Gnosticism preaches is that we are in a physical world that is created by an evil demiurge. You know, an evil demiurge that loves it when children play in the park. You know, that's how, you know, the demiurge that loves basketball and children playing and laughing in the park with basketballs. You know, that type of evil god who would do this. And basically, he is here. He created this physical world to imprison the remains of Sophia, a god who shattered into billions of pieces, which were all called humans. And the demiurge is imprisoning all the humans on this place with fun, you know, basketball, you know, for children. So evil. But basically, they believe that Jesus was sent here in order to help us achieve gnosis, so that we can defeat this demiurge and live in the afterlife, safe from the sphere of reincarnation. And I'm about to tell you guys right now that that Gnosticism is 50% hogwash and 50% the holy truth. I do believe it was spread here by the Messiah, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, in order to expose bad people. And I know this because and not also bad people, also ungrateful people. And I know this because a lot of very atheistic thinkers, I'm thinking of a guy named Alex O'Connor. I love Alex O'Connor, by the way. He's one of my favorite atheist YouTubers. I love him so much. But I know for a fact he thinks that the Gnostic version of Jesus is more likely than the traditional Christian version. And what I believe Gnosticism was spread on this planet to do is it was meant to expose bad people and ungrateful people. And it was meant to be a religion for people to blame all their iniquities onto Yahweh, instead of just facing it and accepting the truth. The demiurge is not a real thing. It is Yahweh. And basically what the cycle of reincarnation is done here to do is it's meant to trap unethical, evil people on this planet in order so that they cannot leave and ruin our fun time up in heaven. Think about it. It's a lot more ethical than hell is to torture people for thousands of years. Instead, you just rebirth them right on the planet. Let's say someone's a murderer, right? Let's say they get executed by death penalty, whatever. Instead of torturing them in hell with holy fire, instead of doing that, you just give them another life on this planet where they're a single mingle loser and they can't do anything. It's a lot more ethical to do it that way. And the reason why I know this is because I've lived a past life before. I'm going to explain I'm going to explain to you guys what my past life was at the end of the video. But basically, this is what Jesus spread this ideology in order to expose ungrateful people. Let me explain to y'all how disgusting the human race is, right? Abortion. Yeah, you guys think you are gods. You guys think you are chained back gods being imprisoned by an evil God. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about yourselves, okay? What do you guys do when you have to destroy your own children? What do you guys do? You forget about them. For what? A job or any amount of bullshit, right? That's what abortion is used for, right? To protect your own life, right? What does Yahweh do when he kills his own son, right? What does he do when he destroys his own son? Gives him a religion to be admired for all time and to be put on equal footing as Yahweh. Y'all are not anywhere near half the people. Y'all are not anywhere near close to how great Yahweh is. Y'all are not anywhere near close, trust me. This demiurge philosophy was meant to expose ungrateful people. Anybody who believes that this is more likely, I already know the type of person you are, okay? I already know you would kill because you think you are God. You are not comparable to the God of the Torah who would free his own people from slavery. You guys are not comparable to that shit. So I'm going to explain to y'all the previous life that I lived. I used to be an ancient human, and what I did was, I used to have a little brother, right? I had my little brother, right? And I was carrying my little brother, and I realized, right, that I could kill him. I could kill him very easily. So what I did was I dropped him on the floor, and what I did was I tried to do it as like a lesson teaching experience, where I went and I told my mother what I did. And what we decided to do was we went to other tribes people and we started hitting other people with rocks, telling them not to do that to their own kids, because back then people were doing that to their own kids a lot because they were evil. So we hit a whole bunch of people with rocks and tried to stop it from happening again. And that's why God blessed me. And that's why he's sending me here to tell you guys this. The soul trap is entirely ethical. It's meant to trap dishonorable people onto this world because it's more ethical than hell. It's more moral than hell to just make them live new lives over again than to torture them forever. So there is no evil demiurge. If you believe in an evil demiurge, you just got exposed as ungrateful. I just exposed you as ungrateful definitively. Because how could you think that this world is pure evil? This world isn't anywhere near close. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day. And that is what I'm saying about Gnosticism, is that it is a noble deception spread to get people not to sin and to get people to follow the commandments of not sinning, so that people will be always tricked into thinking that they can ascend into a higher spot of being God and making a correction. They always think that they can rule better than God. And so that's what they get to think. They always get to think that Yahweh is the villain. This is the religion for the evildoer right here. This is what Yahweh has given them in his mercy. He has given them a religion for them to finally blame him for everything and say, here, if you want to call me the evil one, if you would like to worship other gods, then turn to this religion, which elevates you above all and says that you are divine, when in reality is that you are not. But I can keep the mortals thinking this, Gnosticism can rise at its own certain point, and then they will be coerced into not sinning because they will think that they are gods. And this is what Gnosticism is. It's a trap. Like the reincarnation trap. There are people who have been reincarnating here for thousands and thousands of years, and it's not because of anything bad. It's not because Yahweh is evil. It's because they are evil. And instead of tormenting them in hell, it's a lot better to just give people a new life. Think about it. Think about how much more ethical that is. Think about how much more ethical reincarnation is over hell. over torturing souls in hell, right? This person just gets to go through, they get a reset, and they get to go through all the tests again.